We are back today with Absolute Batman, and hold on to your seats because we learn a lot about this new world, this new universe. It is very different, but a lot of things are still the same. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification button because I drop a video every single day. Now, let us begin with Bruce and Selina bonding. And as usual, they do this by running on the rooftops of Gotham City. Gotham City was a playground to these two. I mean, Bruce almost died, but she was there to pick up the slack. They were good together. Well, up until Bruce lost his father and Gordon had to save his life. Now, we return back to the present where Alfred Pennyworth, regretting a lot, especially jumping into a vehicle he did not comprehend, because this was the Batmobile, and it was gigantic. Bruce wasn't playing when he told him you have 30 seconds, so he said talk very fast. And Alfred just started to talk. He explained to him about the individual called Black Mask, who runs an organization headed by some of the richest people on planet Earth. This organization is clearly a bad thing, but they're way too powerful to bring down alone, especially for one bat. He goes on to explain that he heard the offer, he heard the conversation between him and the Black Mask. This was the closest he has ever gotten to him. Now, could you drop this disgusting vehicle and get us into something that's way faster? All Bruce said as he pushed the button was, I'll pretend I didn't hear that, because his vehicle started to transform. The once big, disgusting monstrosity became a lowrider, became fast, turbocharged with jet engines, homemade jet engines. Bruce was a genius, for real, for real. Alfred wanted to help, so he said get in the cannons and shoot, and he did. Obviously, Bruce was non-lethal, so all the bullets were tiny bat pellets supercharged to tase people when it hit. With every passing second, Alfred was continuously astonished by this genius they called Bruce Wayne. But he still went on to explain that Bruce is making the wrong move. He advises Bruce to take the offer, work with the Black Mask. The Black Mask was offering Bruce a lot of money just to stand down. That is money he could use, but Bruce took this disrespectfully. What the hell do you mean? Are you telling me to quit? Forget it. Alfred said these people are too big and they do not play by your rules. You need to listen. But sadly, their conversation was cut short. The police were here and Alfred needed an escape route. This looks like they were dead to right. Alfred called the Batman, do you have a plan? And he said, of course, that lever by your knee. Pull it. And as he pulled it, he went flying. Bruce was devious. As Alfred went for a swim, he reversed his car into Gotham Bay and simply just drove into his Batcave filled to the brim with vehicles. Bruce was always prepared in every universe. We get another brief flashback into the past of Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle. Selina Kyle was living on the streets. She's been adopted 4 times. Why was she living on the streets? We find out that she never blended with her family. Bruce then offers her to come live with him and his mom. I mean, it was logical. His mom loved her, but Selina didn't want to. Honestly speaking, she was always like this in every universe. She likes to rock alone. But tonight was different. Tonight was about Bruce, and she had a surprise for him. She led him through a building and told him to close his eyes, but when he opened it, he saw Zorro. She wanted him to watch the movie they were about to watch the day his father was killed. What the fuck is this, Selina? She wasn't the only crazy friend he had, because you see, he was friends with the Riddler. And in this universe, the Riddler was a super genius just like Bruce, but more technical, which is why Bruce gave him the skull and he gained access to it, making a robot that can answer any questions he would need. And he asked the most important one, tell me about the mask. And the robot explains that the mask is basically a gaming device. Every member of the gang has a mask that gives them objective and is also a crypto wallet holder. Every point or every amount of chaos, arson, murder they do gets them paid. This is happening all over the world. This gang was global, funded by someone who owned billions. Bruce wanted to know more, but the machine just stopped talking. It was pretty obvious it was the Riddler that made him stop. He was caring for his friend apparently. This was a dark hole. These were dangerous people. You are not meant to dabble in this world, Bruce. And at that moment, Harvey called him because he found out something as well. The people, or rather, Black Mask, His organization was tied to an organization that focuses on building prisons, not just any buildings, black sites. These guys were ballers. They had hands in drugs. They had hands in politics, in tech, in everything. These guys were trillionaires combined. As Bruce was coming to terms with the realization he was fighting a whole nation of billionaires, the Black Mask was making his move by getting Bullock. Now, Bullock was a good cop, but the Black Mask gave him an offer he could not refuse because he knew the Gotham police force was dangerously underfunded. He was here to provide a solution. He was a professional pacifist. He brings peace around the world. Harvey watched as this guy fought a professional fighter and decimated him. This brother was trying to crawl away, and the Black Mask was still breaking his legs. While having a conversation, he was here to provide a solution. Stop the war, stop the death, provide the funding for the Gotham police, make it so the Batman does not need to exist. I mean, he was making offers while killing a man. Harvey literally had to stop him before he said, "All right, come, let's go talk business." Gotham was screwed, and Bruce had just found out the worst part of it because there was a prison, or rather, there was a connection of prisons, all created by the same organization, and Gotham was in perfect alignment to be the next one. Bruce Wayne just realized these people want Gotham to be in chaos so they can transform it into a prison for the criminally insane. At that moment, we also get a brief flashback into Bruce with his friends. And yes, I meant it, his friends were all there. They wanted him to face his fear. They wanted him to watch this movie. No more running away. And in the shadows, we see his mother was also there because this was all planned. Back in the present, though, we find out something very important. Bruce's mom was outspoken. She was the definition of Lois Lane, honestly. She had become, or rather, she had just become the deputy mayor of Jim Gordon, and this pissed Bruce off. The party animals are clearly going for Gotham elites, and you are becoming one. You are in office. Do not put yourself in danger. She said she couldn't stand by. This is what she is. This is who his father was. He said that's what got him killed. She got in close and told him, "I'ma kiss you because I don't want to slap you." Doing the right thing is never a bad thing. Have a good day, Bruce. It wasn't just Bruce having a bad morning. Alfred was too. He was watching his daughter, the daughter he wasn't even allowed to be close to. Everything was looking dark, and it didn't help that the following week, the party animals went crazy, absolutely crazy. Gotham was bleeding red. Bullock had decided to endorse another mayor instead of his own main man, Gordon. This candidate obviously didn't rock with the Batman, and everyone wanted to hear what the Batman was going to do. Was he going to stay silent, stay under the radar, let Gotham burn? Or was he going to fight and stand up for what was right? At that moment, we learned that Bruce was about to make this choice. Because come to find out, the Black Mask made him an offer, $200 million to lay low for 1 week. And he will pull back his party animals. You could buy a lot of Batmobiles with that money. Batman Inc. could be created in 1 day. Bruce didn't even need to hear anymore. Enough, you've got a deal. His eyes, however, said different. His eyes still had the sparkle of someone who was never done fighting. This was his duty. He was probably going to lay low, but he was still Batman.